Hey everyone, it's been a little while since I last posted. For anyone that's new here, my name is Kier. I am in Zone 6B. Today I'm starting my first seeds for the year. It is January 4th. I'm starting my onion seeds. Now last year I did grow some onions, not very well. I think I planted them way too late. I planted them about a month later than now, and they just were really small going out. They didn't really take off. They kept falling over. I just had all sorts of problems with them. I also didn't have a good tray when I planted them last year. It didn't have a lot of drainage. I think they kind of were moldy. I just had a lot of problems. So I'm restarting this year. Better stuff. I did get brand new trays because that was my problem last year was I ran out of trays. So I planted them in something that I didn't normally plant seeds in. I got these trays off of Amazon, super cheap. I think they came in like a 5-pack for $25 or something. They're not the best quality. They're pretty flimsy, but they're going to get the job done. As you can see here, I'm just filling up the tray right now with some seed starting mix. Making sure to pack all that in, squish it down. You'll see in a second here, I take it and I spray the top with water just to decide I'm actually going to fill the tray with water and let that soak for a good 10-15 minutes to really saturate this soil, because when it comes in, it is bone dry, if not hydrophobic. It does not want water. So you definitely got to give it that time, let it soak in, and then you can go ahead and plant your seeds. As you can see here, I'm struggling a little bit with this brand new sprayer. I did get a brand new sprayer, so I can easily mist all my seedlings this year. It's my first time using it. I think it works well. Now, again, it does look like I sprayed a lot of water in this, but it really isn't much. You don't get a good view in that little clip there, but really just the surface of the soil had water on it. So here I am dumping the water in, and I'm going to let it sit. In the meantime, here's my fish tank. This is what I do when I wait. Now for my zone, there really isn't much else that I can plant. I think the only other thing that I probably could would be parsley. That takes about 1 to 2 weeks to germinate as well. Can anyone guess how many fish are in this tank? It's a 20-gallon long. All right, it's been about 10-15 minutes. I'm just pouring off any extra water from inside the bottom of the tray because you really don't want any of your seedlings to sit and soak in water. It does cause a lot of fungus issues, even algae growth, and you just really don't want that. These onions that I'm starting today are from Johnny's Seeds. They are Patterson. They are a long day onion. I think I'm around the 42 lateral line, so I'm can only grow long day onions. If I tried to grow an intermediate day onion or even a short day onion, as soon as I transplant them out, they're going to immediately start bulbing because my hours per day are already at that point where they're going to want to start bulbing up. So you'll get a really, really small onion. Here I'm planting around maybe 2 to 3 per hole in the cells that I put. I had a couple extras, so I just threw them on top. It really doesn't matter here. And I covered them with about maybe 1/4 of an inch of soil. They don't want to be buried too deep, but you definitely want to cover them. Just going to mist that in, make sure everything is nice and moist. There's good soil contact with the seeds. Now these are going to take about 1 to 2 weeks to germinate. I'm not going to use a heat mat. They don't really need the warmth. If you have a really, really cold house, you might want to go ahead and put that on a heat mat. My house stays around 70, 72. There's really no need for one. Here's a little blooper for you. Me messing with the new sprayer. Just decides to start pouring out water. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll check back in a few weeks once they start sprouting.